Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we'll begin this class with a glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. Our great Acharya, Sanatana Goswami, has written a stuti to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. So we will start with this stuti and then we'll come to the verses in this chapter. Would you please pass on? There are only 25 copies. So what we have passed here is a stuti written by Sanatana Goswami. Please share with your partner. I only got 25 copies made. And you will also find that on rear side of this stuti is a description of the planetary system we will talk about today. So please give some copies to Mataji, is also there. So I'll start with Sanskrit portion and then English portion we will recite together. Sarva Sastravadhi Piyusha Sarva Vedika Satphala Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadhya Sarva Loke Kudarprada Sarva Bhagavata Prana Srimad Bhagavata Prabhu Kali Tavanto Ditya Shri Krishna Parvartita. O Srimad Bhagavatam, please repeat after me. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures. O most prominent transcendental fruit of all Vedas. O you who are enriched with the jewel of all spiritual philosophical conclusions. O you who grant spiritual wisdom to all the people of the world. O life and breath of Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. You are actually Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, who has returned among us. So as you know, Sri Vyasadeva has composed Srimad Bhagavatam. Sri Vyasadeva himself is an incarnation of Lord Krishna. So when Lord Krishna was leaving the planet Earth, then all his associates Uddhava, Vidura, Arjuna, Yudhishthira, Maitreya, and many other devotees became very sad. They started crying that, Lord, please don't leave us. Then Lord Krishna said that I am not leaving you. I will be with you in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from Lord Krishna himself. And Sanatana Goswami has done a beautiful job of composing this stuti. Every word is selected very well, like it's an ocean of all Vedic scriptures. It's the fruit of all Vedas. So if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, you are essentially reading all the scriptures. It contains the conclusions, all the conclusions of the Vedic scriptures. Paramanand pathaya prema varsha aksharayate Sarvada sarva sevaya Shri Krishna namostute. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances to you. By reading you, one attains transcendental bliss. For your syllables rain pure love of God upon the reader. So Sanatana Goswami has composed it so nicely. He says that every word of Srimad Bhagavatam pours the pure love of Lord Krishna. What can be more beautiful than that? It's composed such a nicely. You are always to be served by everyone. For you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. Since Shri Vyasa Goswami composed Srimad Bhagavatam and is an incarnation, so Srimad Bhagavatam is an incarnation of Lord Krishna. Mad eka bandhu mad sangim mad guru man mahadhana man nistarka mad bhagya mad ananda namastute. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, O my companion, O my teacher, O my great wealth, O my deliverer, O my good fortune, O my bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So again, Sanatana Goswami is telling Srimad Bhagavatam that you are the only friend we got. You are the only companion we have. You are my teacher. If you want to have association of Srimad Bhagavatam. Read Srimad Bhagavatam whenever you get some time. That's the best teacher and best association you can get. You are my great fortune. By reading you, I became blissful, and I offer respectful obeisances unto you. Asadu saduta deyan ati nikochata kara hanamuncha kadachin mam parmaharth kathayot spura. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O giver of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of very fallen, please do not ever leave me. Please become manifest in my heart and my throat accompanied by pure love of Krishna. So how beautifully Sanatana Goswami has again composed this line. He says that please manifest yourself within my heart, my throat, accompanied by pure love of Krishna. So this is a nice stuti written by Sanatana Goswami, and it's beautifully glorified Srimad Bhagavatam. I've been instructed to cover today from text 12 through 19. And these texts are very heavy duty texts. They are in text form, they are not in poetry form. So I will try my best to convey the message of these texts. And then I'll come to some verses which will be in poetry form, which you are all used to. So let me begin with text 12. And as I said, these are verses in text form. So I will read the Sans translation as agreed by the instructor, Dharmatma Prabhu. The text 12 translation. Thus the chariot of sun god, which is Triyamaya, or worshipped by the words of Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha, travels through the 4 residences mentioned above at the speed of 27 million miles in a Mahurata. So, as you know, sun god is most powerful demigod. Lord Krishna has given sun god a very important assignment. And likewise, devotee worship sun god like they worship Lord Krishna. So those who have Brahmanical association, they do Gayatri mantra, and Gayatri mantra is done by those who are elevated and those who are in the mode of goodness. So let me share with you. Om Bhur Bhurvasa Tat Savitaram Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhimayo Yo Prachodaya. The translation of this Gayatri mantra is: let us all meditate on the worshipable effulgence of Divine Sun, who enthusiasms our meditation. So, as you know, Lord Sun gives us light, heat. It's said in Srimad Bhagavatam in many verses, and also in Bhagavad Gita, that effulgence or the splendor of sun god comes from Lord Krishna. So in this verse here, Vyasadeva Goswami is glorifying divine sun god, and he's saying that meditate on worshipable effulgence or light coming out of the sun. So this is the first Gayatri part of the Gayatri mantra we do, those who have taken Brahmanical association, Brahmanical initiation. Then there's a text number 13. The chariot of sun god has only one wheel, which is known as Samvatsara. The 12 months are calculated to be its 12 spokes. 6 seasons are on the section of its rim, and 3 Chaturmasa period are in its section hub. So you see, the wheel of sun, the wheel of chariot of sun is very important. It's controlling the light, it's controlling the duration of day and night, it's controlling all the Chaturmasas. So it's very important that how the whole time period is controlled by the period or the wheel of chariot of sun god. One side of axle carrying the wheel rests upon summit Mount Meru, and the other rests upon Manasotra mountain. So these mountains are in heavenly area, and sun god is revolving in this area, circling around Mount Manasotra. Affixed to the outer end of the axle, the whole continuously rotates on Manasotra mountain like wheel of an oil pressing machine. So sun god is circling, is going in circles around, or going in the orbit around Mount Manasotra. It's like oil pressing machine. It goes round and round. And Lord Krishna is controlling this orbit very well. The sun has to go in this orbit. It cannot deviate even by an inch. It's so well controlled by Lord Krishna himself. Then there's a text 14. The translation of text 14 is, as in an oil pressing machine, the first axle attached to the second axle, which is 1/4 as long as 31.5 millions. The upper end of this second axle is attached to Dhruv Loka by a rope of wind. So the orbit is around mountain Manasotra, and there are 2 axles described. One is attached to Dhruv Loka by the means of rope, wind. The wind functions as a rope, and it's an amazing concept. Only Lord Krishna can do it. Now we are on text 15. The text 15 is written on the board. I will read the words first, and then I'll read this text. This again is in text form. This is not in poetry form. So you please repeat me after. Ratha Nidaha, the interior of the chariot. Tu, but. Sat, Trismat Lokeshna Yataha, 3.6 million yojan long. tat triya bhaga, 1/4 of that measure. Vishala, having a width. Tavan, so much also. Ravi Ratha Yuga, the yoke for the horses. Yatra, where. Yaha, horses. Chanda Namanaha, having the different names of Vedic meters. Sapta, 7. Aruna Yojita, hooked by Aruna Deva. Vahanti, carry. Devam, the demigod. Adityam, the sun god. You see, sun has many names. One appearing here quite often is Aditya, and then we will also, I'll talk about a slok. In that name of sun is Bhaskar. Bhaskar is also very common name in South India, and its name of Lord or sun god. My dear king, the carriage of sun god chariot is estimated to be 3.6 million yojans, and you know each yojan is roughly 8 miles. The chariot's horse, which are named after Gayatri and other Vedic meters, are harnessed by Aruna Deva to yoke that also is 900 million yojan wide. The chariot continuously carries the sun god. So this is a very amazing chariot which carries sun god. You can see the yoke of the wheel of the yoke has dimension like 900 million yojans, and if you multiply by 8, that many miles. This is a big wheel. There's a very small purport in this verse. In the Vishnu Purana, it's stated, Gayatri cha brahati using jagati trisav ivacha anutsav pankir iti ukta chandamasi harayo rave. The 7 horses yoked to sun god chariot are named Gayatri, Brahai, Yushnik, Jagati, Trishtap, Anutap, Pankti. These names of various Vedic meters designate 7 horses that carry sun god's chariot. So this big wheel, a big chariot, which has a yoke of 900 million yojans, is carried by 7 horses, and name of one of the horses is Gayatri. Text number 16. Although Aruna Deva sits in front of sun god as engaged in driving the chariot and controlling the horses, he looks backwards towards sun god. So like Lord Krishna was the chariot driver of Arjuna was the Lord Krishna was a chariot driver for Arjuna. The same way, sun god, his chariot driver is Aruna Deva. Although Anudeva is in the front seat controlling the horses, he looks towards the sun god from his left side. And there's text number 817. There are 60,000 saintly persons named Velikhilas, each size of thumb, which are located in front of sun god, who offer him eloquent prayers and glorification. Only two more verses, and then we'll come to the discussion on these verses. The text number 18. Similarly, 14 other saints, Gandharvas, Apsaras, Nagas, Yakshas, Rakshas, demigods, who are divided into groups of two, assume different name every month and continuously perform different ritualistic ceremony to worship Supreme Lord, the most powerful demigod Surya Deva. Surya Deva is also one of the very popular names for sun god, who holds many names. Worshipping the most powerful demigod Surya, the Gandharvas sing in front of him, Apsaras dance before the chariot, Nishkaras follow the chariot, Panaganjas decorate chariot, Yakshas guard the chariot, Saint cow, Velikhilas surround the sun god, and other prayers. The 7 group of 14 associate arrange the proper times for regular snow, heat, rain, and throughout the universe. So you see, the Lord Sun is controlling not only heat and light, it's controlling all the seasons. We have different seasons depending on the location of sun god with respect to equator. We have days, length of days and night. And these days are very hot like these days and cold during winter. And then there are seasons, and again those seasons are controlled by the location of sun god with respect to equator. This is the last verse. My dear king, its orbit throughout the Brahmandala, the sun god, traverses a distance of 95.1 million yojan at the speed of 2,000 yojans, 2 krosas in a moment. So if you calculate the speed of sun god, it's like 37 million miles an hour. Can you imagine that kind of speed? When we go in aeroplane, the fastest aeroplane I have seen is flying at the rate of maybe 300 to 500 miles an hour. And 37 million miles per hour is the speed of sun god. So now we will look into the planetary system. I have passed this sheet here, and on the reverse side of the sheet there's a description of planetary system. So please share with your partner. So these are all the planets in our planetary system. Everyone got to that part here? If somebody doesn't have sheet, please share with your neighbor. So as you know, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu resides in Garbhodaka ocean. So when you measure location, you take from ocean level. And in this case, the ocean level is Garbhodaka ocean. So Earth is located, planet Earth, where we live, is located 130 10,000 yojans from the ocean, Garbhodaka ocean, where Lord Vishnu resides. And below earth, you can see they're all lower planets like Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. So these are all lower planets below earth. And above earth, about 75,000 yojans are some planets where Siddhas, Charanas, Vidyadharas reside. And then if you go 10,000 yojan above, then there's a planet Rahu. And above this planet Rahu, if you go 10,000 yojans above, then there's a planet Sun. Then if you go above Sun 200,000 yojans, then there's a planet Moon. And then from Moon, if you go 200,000 yojans above, then there are 28 stars. And then you further go up 200,000 yojans, then there's a planet called Venus. And above 200,000 yojans is planet Mercury. And if you further go up 200,000 yojans, then there's a planet Mars. And then if you continue going up 200,000 yojans, then there's a planet Jupiter. And then if you go 200,000 above that, then there's a planet Saturn. So this is the hierarchy, how different planets are located. And as you can see, the most prominent planet is Sun God. There's a very nice verse in Bhagavad Gita, which is on chapter 15, text number 12. It glorifies Sun God. So we will recite this verse. Yad aditya gatam tejo Yad aditya gatam tejo Yad aditya gatam tejo Jagat bhayasyate akhilam Jagat bhayasyate akhilam Yat chandramasi yat chandu Yat chandramasi yat chandu Tad tejo vidhi namakam Tad tejo vidhi namakam. So the meaning of this text is that the sun has lot of effulgence. Lot of light is emitted from sun. So Lord Krishna says that the sun dissipates all the darkness of this world. As we talked earlier, that sun is going in an orbit that is controlled by Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna is very merciful to sun god. Like sun god is doing very important function for all of us, giving light and heat. The same way, Lord Krishna reciprocates his love to sun god. Lord Krishna spoke Srimad Bhagavad Gita about 120 million years ago to sun god Vivaswan. So in this verse it says that not only Lord Krishna is controlling sun god, is controlling moon, is controlling the fire. There are three things which emit light. A lot of light comes from sun. During night, light comes from moon. All the vegetables, plants are nourished by that light of moon. Then fire, Agni, is very important for our life. And fire, Agni, the light coming out of fire is again coming out of Lord Krishna himself. So all these things are very important. Now it's amazing how much light comes out of sun. You see, at least we have more than 12 hours of daylight these days. If we have to depend on light in the night or when it's dark, then we have to turn lights, and that comes from electricity. I was one time managing the whole accounts department of this temple, and we used to pay, or even now we pay, several million lakh of rupees, which is the bill of electric company. Now for the light we are receiving from sun, do you pay even a rupee for that? Can you imagine how expensive this would be if you have to pay for the light? And it's not the light only, it's heat also. You can see a lot of places here are not clean. People have tendency to throw garbage on the road, and there are nasty things in that garbage. Now who takes care of all the germs? The sun, when sun's rays come on that thing which is rotting, that is all taken care of by sun god. So sun god controls the heat in the universe, not only in planet Earth but other planets, so a nice temperature is maintained. Also in one of the verses in Bhagavad Gita is written that sun is the eye of Lord Krishna. And also there's a verse in Bhagavad Gita, verse number 21 of chapter 10. It says, Aditya Nam Aham Vishnur Jyotsam Ravar Armushmam. So in this verse, Lord Krishna is saying, of the Adityas, I am Vishnu, and of the light, I am the radiant sun. So sun is not different from Lord Krishna. He is playing so powerful function. So the driving force for all this powerful function, heat and light, is Lord Krishna himself. He is so merciful to us that we are alive only because of sun. If there's no light, there's no heat, probably won't be able to survive. Then there's a beautiful verse in chapter 1 of Canto 6, text number 15. Kechit kevalya bhaktaya, Kechit kevalya bhaktaya, Vasudeva parayana, Vasudeva parayana, Agam dhunvanti karastrin, Adam dhunvanti karastrin, Niharmeva bhaskara, Niharmeva bhaskara. So in this text 15 of Canto 6, chapter 1, Bhaskar is the name of sun god. So you can see the sun god is so important that Vyasadeva ji, when he was writing this verse, he gave analogy of sun god to devotional services. In this translation written by Srila Prabhupada writes, just as the sun can immediately dissipate, please repeat, just as the sun can immediately dissipate fog by its rays, the unalloyed devotional service to Krishna uproots the weeds of sinful actions with no possibility that they will revive. So in this verse, Vyasadeva ji is comparing devotional service, unalloyed devotional service. It says like sun god dissipates all the darkness, all the fog goes away. Similarly, devotional service, unalloyed devotional service, takes away the weed rooted by sinful actions. We live in this material world, and sometimes, even as a devotee, we may do sinful action. And that sinful reaction of that sinful action is easily weeded out, can be easily removed by unalloyed devotional service. So that unalloyed devotional service should be anya bhilashata stunyam. So as says that it should be devoid of all material desires. We should not have any material desires. If we have a lot of material desires, then we are asking for a lot of troubles. Only because of material desires we can get into trouble. We take birth in this universe where we take birth, there's a death, there's a old disease. Everyone is not happy. Non-devotees are not happy in this world because those who have material desires, they always want to have more and more things, and they want to lord it over the Mother Nature. And when someone tries to do that and they forget the relationship with Lord Krishna, then we get into trouble. We can get into a lot of trouble by doing that. But those who are engaged in devotional services to Lord Krishna, who use their senses in serving Lord Krishna, then Lord Krishna reciprocates. Their life is very peaceful, their life is very blissful. If you must have seen, you must have noted yourself when you do chanting in the morning, and when your chanting is perfect, like offenseless, and full of love for Lord Krishna, and if you do 16 rounds or more in the morning, then your whole day goes very well. There's no trouble in the day. You feel very blissful the whole day. This is the mercy of Lord Krishna. So, the same way as sun can dissipate fog, the devotional services can take away all our sinful reactions. Recently, I was in Haridwar. I attended 1 week long pravachan of Radha Govind Maharaj, and there many devotees came from all over the world. There must be thousands of devotees who attended that 1 week long katha, Krishna katha. And I met with a devotee who lives in Delhi, and I met with him, maybe 5 years ago. I was meeting with him after a long time, and I was surprised to see the change in him. He is a strong devotee. He says that although he's over 50, he has not taken vanaprastha. Still, he lives with his family, but he doesn't enjoy anything worldly. If there's anything related with this material thinking or material enjoyment, then he doesn't get any enjoyment. His family will say, let's go to party, or let's go to movie, let's go to cinema, or let's go to this fun thing. And he avoids them. He says, I don't like going there. What I like doing is chanting. What I like doing is association of devotees. What I like doing is reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and association, most important, the association of devotees. So that's what difference it can make. I'll be finishing pretty soon. Srila Prabhupada, quite often, he has given examples of sun god. In Bhagavad Gita 2.2, Lord is saying, Srila Prabhupada is saying that Lord is present in this text, Bhagavad Gita 2.2, Srila Prabhupada is giving an example of sun god. In this translation purport, Srila Prabhupada is saying that Lord resides in our heart. He is in your heart, He is in my heart, He is in everybody's heart. So how can God be everywhere? Is He divided? The Srila Prabhupada says, no, He is not divided. It's like sun. If you see sun, you will feel that sun is above your head. If you go 5,000 miles away and again look towards sky, you will see the sun is above your head. So sun is always there. So are there many suns? Srila Prabhupada said, no. Like there's only one Lord Krishna. He is omnipotent. The sun is one only in one universe. There are many universes. In different universes, there are different suns. But in one universe, there's only one sun. Then there's a very nice example Srila Prabhupada gives about understanding the absolute truth. You know, there are three aspects of absolute truth. One is impersonal Brahman, other one is Paramatma, and the third one is Bhagwan. So impersonal Brahman is like sun rays. The sun rays go everywhere. They pervade everywhere. So this is impersonal Brahman Srila Prabhupada compares to sun rays. Then Paramatma. Paramatma is a localized feature of Bhagavan, meaning that it resides in our heart. So Bhagavan is in your heart as a Paramatma, in my heart and everyone's heart. And Srila Prabhupada compares that to sun disk or sun surface. And the last aspect is Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Lord Krishna himself. And Srila Prabhupada compares that with sun himself. So these are the analogies Srila Prabhupada has used. I'm sorry I'm past my time. If you have comment or quick question, I can take it. Otherwise, we will stop here. So I think we will stop here. Thank you very much for attending this class. God bless you.